Well, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to the Ndamoh Mannah house build here in Camabai, Sierra Leone, West Africa. So today's video is something that I've been looking forward to actually seeing. They've been telling me about this, about how we're going to be building the foundation on this house. It's much different than the traditional way that you would normally do it over in most of the rest of the world, but in a lot of the African nations and other nations outside of Africa, where they use more traditional historic ways of actually building foundations for houses. And this today is a video just to show you what they're actually doing. Do you remember we said we were going to take that big rock that's over in the middle and actually light it up, and then it would crack after it cools, after a burning for an evening or so forth, 8-10 hours from the bottom and the top. When it cools, it actually cracks, and that's when they can actually get the metal bars in with sledgehammers and actually start cracking away at it and breaking the stone. So these stones are going to be about between 7 and 10 inches in circumference. They're called ball stones, and what they do is they actually go down on the base. So the foundation on the house, and we saw the video just prior to this one where I actually mapped it out. So when we actually dig the foundation here shortly, it's going to be 1.20 meters, which is just shy or just at 48 inches, 4 feet, and it's going to be about 18 inches wide. So these ball stones go in the bottom, and then the concrete goes around that, and then rebar gets all put up all the way to the top edge, and we're going to be having the rebar stick up so that when we put the two hollow block, the cinder block down on there, that the rebar goes actually into the holes on the first layer. So this is what they're doing. I am going to turn the camera around so you can get a better angle. It's very difficult for me, and it's a bit off-putting actually seeing it behind me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. I'm going to come around here, and you're going to be able to see the fire underneath. It is really hot where I'm standing right now, so I'm not going to stay too much longer. But they've got some big old logs under there. And again, guys, check it out. That's what they call breaking the stone.
Some don't come out. That one is hot. Look at that. And as you move it along, it reflects the sunlight and it sparkles.
It's very smooth.
And it got pink, it got dark grey, light grey, white,
Natural color.
all the natural color, and it looks as if it's just all, it's just, it's warm.
Whoa, that's hot.
Oh, it's warm.
Your version of warm and mine is different. That's for sure.
Asbestos hands.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take this one with me.
Yeah? Use it for a coaster.
Yeah. We might actually use it later on.
So they got that fire really blazing away under there right now, because they're trying to get that top piece to fall off before they leave today. So the hotter it gets,
And I can feel the heat from this.
the better it gets, the better their chances are. Okay, y'all, welcome back. I thought I'd take this opportune time while we were up here, and the guys are firing. You can see in the distance there those big old stones, and this is the hill that's just to the south of our property. So this is the one that we've acquired. It starts all the way over there on the left hand side, right down the middle there actually. and it comes all the way around. And I'm standing on a rock, and it's a big old hill. Those are the two big trees that are always off in the distance, and there's a big old rock here that I'm standing on. And you can actually see down there, that's the swamp area. They're actually planting down there. So all that area, all in here, all that area is the wet area. So we've actually secured a long-term water source, because all you gotta do is dig deep down 5-6 feet and you will start hitting water. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dig a shallow well and use the truck to transport water up to the site to actually build the foundation on the house, until we can get the permanent borehole, which will be down in this general area in the corner also, probably around late April, they tell us, because we're far enough into the dry season where when they hit water the first time, they keep on going until they hit it the second time. And that's usually one that is pretty much, nothing's unlimited, but it is pretty deep on the water table. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. But this vantage point here, I think this is great. This just gives you an opportunity. Most of the videos that we've been putting up on the Ndamoh Mannah channel have been sort of up close, and you really don't get a perspective on the actual size of the property and the size of the dirt that has been all pushed out, because it came down, remember, 6 feet. And good shot of the ring road right in this general area, straight in the picture is where the container is going to go. Where that little tree is down there, right near the road. It's right up against that big old dirt wall down there. That's where the container is going to go, slot right in down there. So that's going to be perfect. But this is an opportune time. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought I'd just take a walk up here. Hulai and I were up here early this morning, just checking it out, because I have never been on this side. I've never been up to this side of the hill because it's been so bushy, but since it's been set alight, you're able to actually walk up here. And I did, and I saw it, and I didn't have my phone with me. So there you go. So I do now, and you are getting a true vantage point of where the house will be sitting. Will be right in front of that big old rock there in the middle. You can just about see the faint outline that I did yesterday, and they're doing the ball stones as we speak. That is a hot, sweaty, nasty, hard job those guys are doing over there. You know, I wouldn't want to do it, and these guys are just hard workers. Okay, so good morning, everyone. It's Craig here again with Ndamoh Mannah house build here in Kamabai. So today they're still firing the rock up on the top of the site, and they have hacked down a bunch of trees that were dead or dying that needed to be used for that rock. So what we did was we came out and straightened out the perimeter road just a bit, because there was some very soft sand, and getting over that hump back there in the back of the picture in the video, I came over there around 30 miles an hour. It was a bit hairy coming around the corner, but I was in second gear, so the wheels weren't spinning too terribly bad. And once we got to the top, we were pretty good. There's another spot over on the way up to the site where the rock is that's a bit steep, so I'm gonna be a bit worried about that one, but we'll see. We're gonna have a bit of weight in the back of this truck. That was my biggest concern. Yeah, she's really a good little truck. It was a farm truck that we found in England that came from Sweden. So you can see the two sides of the beds are open, and we have these big old logs that the fellas were out there hacking down yesterday. Who says firing a rock is easy? Oops, sorry about that. Who says firing a rock is easy? You need wood, and these logs are really going to do the trick. This is pretty good. Cecil's been moving these around, some of them picking up these things, probably 200 pounds on his own. I've been helping with a few, but the fellas are down there just moving them. I'm just going to keep the camera on these fellas. These are not easy to move. Who needs a gym when you have Africa? Yeah. It's just a whole different way of staying fit. It's nice and warm out here this morning, but not too bad, not too hot. We sprayed ourselves with all the bug stuff. Keep the bugs off us. There you go. That's looking pretty good. Stick it right back on there. Now you can see why we actually replaced the bed in Freetown on the back of this truck. For this exact reason. It was all preparation. It was all part of the house build. And I just wanted to keep you up to speed with where we were. I'll show you this hill that we went over. There it is. I'll get a bit lower so you can get a perspective of it. But beautiful blue sky here today, and yeah, everybody's got some energy right now, and we're just going to take advantage of it and gather as many as we possibly can and bring them up to the top of the site and let them get on with it. So we will see you in another video real soon, so take care, see ya, bye for now.